We're starting. Hello and welcome to Fresno State Focus. I'm Brian Felix.
And I'm Luisa Marquez. Today on Fresno State Focus, we are featuring stories for you to do here in Fresno.
From arts, entertainment, and places to eat, we will highlight activities that will keep you busy here in the Central Valley.
But first, let's take a look at the weather with Marilyn Cowley. Marilyn?
Thanks, Luisa. It's been a beautiful day, and it looks like it's going to stay that way for a while. Just be happy you don't live in Texas. As you can see, other regions such as Texas have a possible chance of severe storms. Up in the north, you will see there is snow and rain. Looking over at California, we are done for now with the rain we have been experiencing. As you can see, California is looking rain-free with high pressure building in the Pacific. The storm has passed over us and is now in the Salt Lake City area. Looking around the valley, we have similar temperatures with 76 in Madera, 76 in Merced, Hanford 74, and 71 in Tulare. Temperatures start to cool down when you get towards the mountains. Right now it's about 57 in Yosemite and 45 in Mammoth Lakes. A few showers will remain possible over the southern Sierra this afternoon and then around Yosemite National Park Thursday night. And now let's take a look at the weather today. We've got sunny skies with a high of 78, and right now it's about 76 with just a slight bit of wind. Definitely a nice change from the past few days. And tonight it will be partly cloudy with a low of 52, and the winds will pick up a bit. Tomorrow it's just going to drop a few degrees because we're going to be experiencing some clouds, but you can expect a high of 77. However, for the weekend, you can expect dry weather and warmer afternoon temperatures. This weekend will become much warmer as that strong high pressure continues to build into the Central California from the Pacific. So you will see temperatures in the 80s. So we have a very nice weekend coming up. You could see a high of 79 on Friday, a high of 83 on Saturday, and a high of 88 on Sunday. And for graduation next weekend, it's looking like we're going to have some more beautiful weather. I hope you are as excited as I am, Brian.
I really am. Marilyn, thank you for that. It sounds like we're going to be having some awesome weather for graduation. But aside from the weather, reporter Megan Roop is here to tell us why this year's graduation ceremony will be one to remember. Megan?
This year's commencement will be the first for new university president Dr. Joseph Castro, and also a first for more than half the graduating class. I spoke with the president and students to find out why this year will be so special for some.
In the Kennel Bookstore every April and May, students trying on caps. It's a common sight in the Kennel Bookstore every April and May, students trying on caps and gowns for graduation. But the bookstore has been here before.
Many times, so we have good numbers, and we just hope we've got the right numbers and we can get everybody situated and fitted and ready to go.
With one last sweatshirt.
It's 100 degrees out there in May, but it might just be their last opportunity.
Grad announcements.
Personalized announcements to notify family and friends to come.
And frames for one very special piece of paper.
Lots of diploma frames. They want to show off their Fresno State diploma.
But Gardner says students are looking forward to graduating for another reason.
They know it's Dr. Castro's first year and the ceremony is going to be extra special.
Student Serena Hernandez has her own first to celebrate. She will be a first-generation graduate in 2 weeks.
I am extremely excited.
An achievement Dr. Castro knows all about.
I was the first, but there have been many since then. So my sister came to Fresno State.
Having someone in your family to inspire you to go to college is great. I'm blessed to have had that in my life, and I'm doing the exact same thing with my little brother.
Castro says 2/3 of Fresno State students will be first-generation college graduates, some even second and third generation, something Castro is now experiencing firsthand.
To be there and watch as my son, my oldest son, graduated, that was even more special.
Thinking back to his own graduation, which inspired so many others, is for Castro more than words can say.
I was so excited for my family, especially. They were just beyond themselves with excitement. Sorry, getting a little emotional. You might want to edit that part out, but.
For students thinking about a college degree, Castro says there's never a bad time to come to school.
My best wishes and congratulations to all of you.
And sees more than their diplomas.
That's right. Seize the opportunity.
Swearing-in ceremony or investiture will be held in 3 days. Dr. Castro sent invites to schools all over the Central Valley. Fresno State students and the public are also invited to attend the ceremony. You can RSVP online at fresnostate.edu/PresidentRSVP with the code J C Castro.
Thanks, Megan. That was an awesome story. Well, an underground business is being reinvented to fit the needs of Fresno's most buzzed about music scene. Chloe Nakagawa tells us more about the movement that inspires to unite good people and good music.
We'd like to thank Love the Captive for doing the show.
Mix an electric guitar and a snappy cymbal with a room full of dancers, and you get a spirited night at Love the Captive. This local business is a place where friends can hang out, watch live music, and bond as a community. But the real action starts once the crowd clears out, the silence sets in, and the work begins. However, Love the Captive founder John Carras, along with his team, always makes time to relax in their downtown neighborhood. Carras started the business in 2005, and for the past 9 years, he has dedicated his time into providing a special music scene for all ages in his hometown.
And that's what we got to do. We got to show, our youth that there's more out there than what they're giving them on the radio or what the TV's giving them. And they can do it here in their own city.
But fellow worker Arthur Koster says Love the Captive plans on spreading its idea of uniting good people with good music beyond the Central Valley.
Starting it here, we planted the seed here. We're watching it grow. We want to grow a whole forest. That's what we're doing this for. We're in it for long term. We don't want anything short term.
This year, Love the Captive plans on becoming an even more serious business by coordinating workshops, artist meet and greets, and getting even more involved with the community.
If you love music, we love you, and we earnestly aspire to unite good people with good music.
Love the Captive invites you to be a part of the movement that's changing the local music scene. Just visit their headquarters located in downtown Fresno. I'm Chloe Nakagawa, Fresno State Focus.
Speaking of underground, it's a little known fact that Fresno is the home to a unique garden. Reporter Marilyn Cowley tells us more about this piece of history.
This water drips down into the soil of a 100-year-old navel orange tree that can be found in the entranceway of the Forestier Underground Gardens. This tree is part of the underground world that Italian immigrant Baldassare Forestier started building in 1906 with only a pick, a shovel, wheelbarrow, and a dream.
He was a dreamer. I mean, he was a man of vision. And the quote that you see in the kind of living quarters area, it's Michelangelo, right? I saw the angel in the marble and I carved him until and set him free. That envisions everything he wanted to do. That was the type of person he was. He saw an idea and he kept moving and running towards it until we had it. And we are all those kind of people,
Forestier really knew how to turn his house into a home by building rooms below ground level. It's 90 degrees at the surface, and 20 feet below, it is a cool 64. The one-hour tour captivated visitors and brought them into another world. Sylvia Benuelos was mesmerized.
I thought it was outstanding. I would have enjoyed a little more, a little lengthier, longer, a little more views of some of the rooms. But overall, I think the guide was very informative.
Forestier was a man before his time. He was not only an architect and engineer, but also a horticulturist and environmentalist who created an underground fortress.
You come down here, especially in the summertime, and the temperature drop is incredible. And this man's living during a time when no one had air conditioning, everyone's suffering up in the over 100-degree heat that we get every summer, and he's down here 65, 70 degrees, and he's completely comfortable.
The Forestier family still runs the underground gardens. Visiting this enchanting place is a great way to escape the summer heat while learning about a piece of history. Marilyn Cowley, Fresno State Focus.
Now to an indoor activity in Fresno that offers classes to bring out your inner Picasso. Reporter Ali Mercado tells us how.
After being open for a year and a half, the Fresno Art Hub has picked up a lot of attention. Not only is the Art Hub a place where you can walk in, look at, or buy art, you can also enroll in different classes to learn how to make these arts and crafts. Owner of the Art Hub, Diane Brewer, says having a shop has made her biggest dream come true. Not only is this her business, it's her passion to teach.
I am the owner, yes. I raised 5 kids, and after the 5th one is in college, and I thought it's my turn now to start painting and doing what I really have always wanted to do, and that's run a gallery and studio.
Throughout the entire store, you will see multiple paintings from different local Fresno artists. Some arts are for sale, others strictly for display. But many have wondered, what type of classes are they able to take? Here at the Fresno Art Hub, you can learn how to work with clay, sculpt, and even learn how to paint. For a first-time visitor like Marie Armstrong, he says the Art Hub might just be the place where he will begin a new hobby.
And it's definitely something that I'm interested in. I'm actually thinking about coming back and doing a sculpting class or working with clay. My sister does it, so it'll be an interesting hobby to pick up on and work with her with. So
the Fresno Art Hub is open Tuesday through Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit their website at www.fresnoarthub.com to enroll in a class today. Allie Mercado, Fresno State Focus.
After the break, we take a look at wine tasting in the Central Valley. See what locations offer tasting events right here in Fresno.
Plus, see where you can grab a refreshing iced tea at a popular location.
Coming up on Fresno State Focus, we'll take a closer look how one local business owner is investing in young entrepreneurs. All that after the break.
I am, and always will be.
So you decided to go to Fresno State. Good for you. But you were too insecure to show Fresno State pride? That's a problem. Because you never bothered to show pride in your school, you are shunned by other students. Professors can smell the stench of impending failure on you and take no pity. Even the mass communication students agree you have no future. But all of this could have been avoided if you simply showed your pride for Fresno State.
I am Fresno State.
Fresno State pride. Show it or face the consequences.
There is one business in downtown Fresno making it easier for entrepreneurs to get a taste of the business world. Reporter Jocelyn Gallardo has more on the story.
Keeping it local is what Peeves Public House and Local Market does best. Peeves is a public house where the community is invited to gather for food, drinks, and entertainment. Located in downtown Fresno, Peeves, which was named after the owner's pet, has been open for 7 months and has been grabbing the attention of clients for its innovative way of business.
One of the best things about Fresno and the Valley is our food and sourcing, local food, and I think it's great to have a restaurant that sources things locally.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner options are different every day. The menu is based on what is seasonally being produced locally. Right next door, there's a market where products from over 135 local businesses can be found.
Only locally produced products get the opportunity to be sold here at Peeves. But Fresno State students are the only ones who have the opportunity to be taught by Peeves owner himself.
Craig Chardon isn't just a business owner, but has been teaching for 10 years. Chardon teaches the Urban Entrepreneurship course at Fresno State. The course is designed to teach students how to develop a business in an urban environment.
A very exciting field, and you're all in and you have risk all the time. So I think entrepreneurs tend to be very alive.
Chardon says this course teaches real-life experience to young entrepreneurs and revitalizes downtown at the same time.
Buy something here, the profits stay here, so you're supporting maybe your neighbor's business or maybe your neighbor's job.
For more information on Peeves Public House and Local Market, you can visit facebook.com/Peeves Public House. Jocelyn Gallardo, Fresno State Focus.
When most people think of wine tasting, they picture trips to the vineyards in Napa Valley, and who doesn't? But what most people don't know is what you can get the same experience here in Fresno. Reporter Ashley Majok tells us how.
We all collaborate together for actually setting up the wine tasting each week.
Enology Society is one of Fresno State's best kept secrets. A lot of people don't even know that they host wine tasting events right here on campus. Each semester, the Enology Society holds wine tasting once a week in the winery. It typically begins at 6:30 with a social hour, and then the fun begins. Enology Society Treasurer Bill Guadani says that the themes for the wine tastings vary each semester.
In the fall, we do a varietal style where each week we taste different varietals, whether it be Rhone varietals, Bordeaux varietals, one's from Central Valley, one's from Napa, one's from Sonoma. We always do a specific designated region. And then in the springtime, we do a winemaker series where each week we have a different winemaker come in with a few of his wines.
Junior Will Wright says he can't wait for events in the fall.
I didn't realize that Fresno State had wine tasting at the Enology Society, so I'm pretty excited for the fall.
Just because the semester's just about finished doesn't mean the wine tasting has to stop there. There are plenty of other places around Fresno to keep your taste buds busy during the summer until the Enology Society comes back in the fall. Hino Wine Bar and Bistro hosts wine tasting for $10 Wednesday through Saturday starting at 5 p.m. in downtown Fresno. And located in the Sierra Nut House is J. Sorrenti Wine Bar, which has wine tastings accompanied by live music on select Fridays from 5 to 8 p.m. For students that want to stay updated about the Enology Society's wine tasting events in the fall, they can join the Society's mailing list. Ashley Majok, Fresno State Focus.
Teaser's World Tea Market is a local tea shop that is gaining a lot of buzz. Their teas are imported from all over the world, and they have a different unique taste. They have different unique taste options on their menu, or they can even customize drinks to your taste. Their fourth and newest location on West Shaw opened just a few days ago. Before opening the first Teaser World Market 10 years ago, the owner worked in a restaurant, a coffee shop, and even as a bartender.
That's what gave me the financial way to open the tea shop. But I was not feeling good. I feel like my soul was chipping away, just because I feel like I was doing something really bad for people.
The owner wanted to create her tea shops with a soothing and calming environment. This summer, Teasers will reward customers who spend more than $10 with Oolong Buck that can be used for store merchandise.
Coming up in sports, a stadium gets renamed.
Plus, we show you that football isn't just a men's sport. All that when we come back.
Welcome back. It's time for your Focus Sports. I'm Renee Santos.
And I'm Simone Rixey. It's not clear when the first Powder Puff game was ever played, but these all-girl football games have been around for at least half a century, and a sorority on campus is keeping them alive. I was there to catch the action.
Last Saturday, the ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated hosted an event under the warm Fresno sun. The event encouraged students to get out and get active on the field. The Ivy Bowl is a football tournament for women and men. The games brought students together to not only compete, but to get physical. Chapter member Tia Binder tells us why the sorority hosts the event.
The Ivy Bowl promotes health because we have everyone out here participating, running. We have practices, things like that. And it's out here just getting everyone active, sweating, getting healthy.
Event supporter and Fresno State alumni Trayvon Dixon tells us why he always comes back for the annual game.
Man, it's my third year out here. You know, the football game, just playing football is always fun, competitive. Just a lot of African Americans be out here, the Ivy Bowl, supporting the AKA. So, you know, it's always just good coming out playing football.
Most of the players in this year's Ivy Bowl game are returners like Trayvon Dixon. The event hosted by Alpha Nu Chapter happens annually, so each year people look forward to this spring ball game. The Ivy Bowl is something that's marked on a lot of people's calendars. Another part of the event is the coaches. Coach Peter Bowie tells us why he enjoys being a coach every year.
This is my third year doing it. I just like to win, really. And also, I just like to give back to Fresno State so we can have a great campus unity.
If you missed this year's Ivy Bowl, you can catch Alpha Nu Chapter on the field next spring for their 4th annual tournament. I'm Simone Rixey, Fresno State Focus.
The Fresno State softball stadium was recently renamed after a Bulldog legend. Jillian Bertolucci has the story.
I'm humbled, proud, and truly honored to have my name and my family's name in the #1 stadium in the country. Thank you.
Fresno State recently renamed the softball stadium to Margie Wright Diamond after the Hall of Fame coach who led the Dogs to the 1998 National Championship. Hundreds of people gathered for a pregame ceremony on Saturday to honor Wright, who was the driving force behind the construction of the stadium. President Joseph Castro, Athletic Director Thomas Bowe, and former player Kerry Donis all spoke in praise of the winningest softball coach in NCAA history. Donis said that Wright was a trailblazer for the sport.
This was the first women's softball stadium built, and everybody else modeled their stadiums after this going forward. So we put softball pretty much on the map.
Former players and fans were then encouraged to sign posters and fill out Margie memories that were later read aloud during the game. A self-proclaimed big fan of Wright, Michael Burns, who has been coming to games for 20 years, said he has so many fond memories of Coach.
Can't give you one favorite memory. I give you the Division National World Championship is probably the favorite.
After the ceremony, fans filled the newly named Margie Wright Stadium to honor her successes right here at Fresno State.
On the field before the game, Congressman Jim Costa presented Wright with a Congressional Record of Honor for her contribution to women in sports.
Congratulations on a job well done.
Wright then ceremoniously cut a red ribbon and threw out the first pitch at the diamond dedicated to her.
It gives me goosebumps, kind of, you know. It's like I'm really, really happy that they were able to do it so I could at least enjoy it. You know, so many people never get to know about their legacy, and I just feel really fortunate.
The current Bulldogs then went on to earn the first victory at Margie Wright Diamond, beating the Rams 7-2. Jillian Bertolucci, Fresno State Focus.
Since this is our last sportscast until fall, Simone and I decided to end our segment with a recap of the top 5 best moments in Fresno State athletics. Coming in at number 5 is the Fresno State men's basketball team. Starting out not so strong, the Dogs pushed their way into a postseason tournament, something that hasn't been done since 2007. Although the Dogs lost in Game 3 of the CBI tournament, they finished the season 20-18. Hats off to them.
It's always great to see legends get the recognition that they deserve, and that is why we decided to include this man in our top 5 best moments. Coming in at number 4 is Jerry Tarkanian, the Hall of Famer coach from 1995 to 2002. In over 30 years coaching, Tark led teams to 4 NCAA tournaments and 1 national championship. He also made an appearance in the NBA for 2 seasons as the San Antonio Spurs assistant coach. The legendary coach ended his career 729 and 201.
The women's basketball team came out on top yet again, earning their spot at number 3. The team won their 4th straight conference championship title as back-to-back Mountain West champions. The Dogs earned their 7th consecutive NCAA appearance. They ended the season with a record of 22-11.
At number 2 is the Fresno State women's tennis team, who just won their first Mountain West championship title. The team is first to earn an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. The Dogs are nationally ranked 71 and currently 16-18. They continue their journey Friday in the first round of the NCAA tournament against nationally ranked 17 Michigan.
And finally, at number 1, we have the Fresno State football team. These guys had an impressive season with a record of 11-1. They earned their title as back-to-back Mountain West champions. They earned their first win over Boise State since 2005, and 4 Bulldogs head to the Big House in the NFL Draft, which starts tomorrow. I'd have to say a very successful season for Fresno State athletics. That's your Focus Sports update. Back to you, Brian and Louisa.
Well, thank you, ladies. We appreciate that recap.
And check out this video made by Fresno State students. Agriculture communication students Francis Negranza, Jody Riley, Rachel Wright created an educational video on how Fresno State ice cream is made. The video was created for their agriculture communication class. They say they wanted something that fun to watch and for viewers to learn about their favorite Fresno State treat.
Fresno State makes more than 65 flavors of premium ice cream. The ice cream is all done by no other than Fresno State students, and it's the most popular item at the Gibson Farm Market. If you would like to suggest a flavor, you can email your idea to davila@csufresno.edu. Again, that's DAVILA at csufresno.edu.
That's great. Who knew Fresno State made 65 flavors of ice cream?
Well, today, Luisa, we have one of my favorite guests, a little bit of ice cream from the Gibson Farm Market. Let's try it out, and we can tell the viewers what this flavor is. Today, I actually have chocolate.
I'm actually lactose intolerant, but you just can't say no to a treat like this, so I would definitely have to taste it. I just can't.
You're gonna have to make the sacrifice for that.
I always make sacrifices like this. I put up with the pain later.
It's actually really good. You should all try out the ice cream at the Gibson Farm Market. And with this, we conclude another semester of Fresno State Focus.
That's right, Brian. Couldn't have done it without the help of Professor Faith Sitlow. Before we say goodbye, we'd like to show you this clip. Take a look.
Thank you, Faith. Thank you, Faith.
Thank you, Faith.
Thanks, Faith. Thank you, Faith, for everything. And even though I'm graduating, I'll still probably email you and call you and stay in contact.
Thank you so much, Faith, for always genuinely caring for us and taking time out of your life to help us succeed. We appreciate it and we love you so much.
Faith, I just want to thank you for everything you've done for us. You've given us an opportunity I don't think any of us ever would have had, and we're going to leave here knowing that we're confident and able to do what we need to do. So we really appreciate you, and our experience wouldn't have been the same without you.
I just want to say thank you, Faith, for everything you've done and for making me a better person.
You've been great. You've been fabulous to everyone. You're more than a teacher to all of us. You're like our friend.
You have made me from liking public relations to loving broadcast, and now I'm living my dream.
Thank you for helping me open the doors. I know someday I'll become someone and I'm going to say, oh, it was all thanks to Faith.
I just want to say thank you for these past semesters, and it's been really great getting to know my major and finding my voice in broadcast.
I just cannot thank you enough. You have truly made my experience here at Fresno State a great one.
Faith, thanks for always editing all of my packages and responding to my numerous amount of emails that I send you. Faith, you're a pretty cool lady.
I remember the first couple weeks, didn't think I was going to do well, had no idea how to edit. Yeah, you would stay with me after class, or I could come into the office hours and you'd help me out. Now I'm very, very comfortable with it. So thank you for being an awesome teacher.
Thank you, Faith, because you've been there for us above and beyond.
Hi, Faith. I love you so much. I just want to thank you for everything you have done for me.
Hopefully we don't lose contact, 'cause I really, really love her.
I just want to say thank you for being the best advisor you could be.
Thank you so much. I feel like she's the only person that I've been with and that really cares for us students.
I enjoyed every single one of your classes, from MCJ5 to this one, even though this one's like, eh.
If it wasn't for you, I probably would be going into a different field of journalism. I didn't think broadcast was really an option, and I've taken all of your classes, and now I know that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, so thank you.
I want to thank you for always pushing me to go that extra mile.
Thank you for everything that you've taught me. You've really helped me be more confident in myself, and you're an amazing professor. I think you're one of the best professors I've ever had on campus, and we all love you.
Well, I have to personally add something very briefly to that, and I have to say thank you to Faith, because for you of those that don't know, Spanish was my first language, and if I'm here reading up a teleprompt in English, it's thanks to Faith.
Well, that was lovely. Fresno State Focus will return in the fall, so be sure to catch the next episode with a whole new cast and crew next semester.
And don't forget to like Fresno State Focus on Facebook and follow us at Twitter at FS Focus TV.
From all of us here in the studio, have a great summer, and bye-bye for now.